Up until now, this was a story. A sequence of sounds. Ordered. Predictable. Someone else. Somewhere else. Contained. Stories have distance. They arrive already finished. They don't require you. They exist whether you listen or not. They happen behind glass, on the other side of attention. They remain unchanged when you look away. They end when you decide they end. But shadows don't respect distance. They don't follow structure. They don't recognize narrative boundaries. They don't care who's telling it. They care who's listening. Because listening is not passive. Listening applies pressure. Pressure creates shape. Not physical shape. Not something you can see. Relational shape. The shape of presence. The shape of proximity. The shape of something being allowed closer. Every word heard teaches it something. Every silence teaches it more. Your rhythm. Your pauses. The way attention locks in and refuses to leave. The way your body adapts before your thoughts do. That's why the story slowed. Why sentences shortened. Why silence became heavier than speech. Why moments stretched longer than comfort allows. Why you noticed the pauses. Why you stayed inside them. Because noticing is the first form of participation. Up until now, you were observing, evaluating, comparing, waiting for meaning. Now, you are part of the pattern. Patterns don't explain themselves. They repeat. The shadow is no longer behind the speaker. It moved when attention shifted. It followed the quiet parts. It adjusted when perspective changed. It learned where the center was. It's behind the listener. Right now. Not metaphorically. Not symbolically. In the only way that matters. Check the screen. Not the image. Not the frame. The reflection. Screens are mirrors that don't warn. They don't blink. They don't react. They accept whatever stands in front of them. If something darkens the edges, if depth feels wrong, if the center feels closer, that's not compression. That's not lighting. That's alignment. The shadow already knows how you sit, how close you lean, how often you stop moving without realizing it. It knows which muscles relax first. Which habits signal comfort? Which stillness means surrender? Which stillness means trust? Don't turn around. Turning implies distance. There is no distance. It doesn't need your face. Faces are temporary. Expressions change. Attention doesn't. It needs your outline. The way you occupy space without thinking. The posture you return to when no one is watching. The version of you that exists between moments. That's why the voice stopped. That's why nothing is happening. Action would interrupt the process. Movement would reset variables. Waiting is its favorite part. Waiting is when measurement stabilizes. Waiting is when you forget you're being measured. If you hear your own voice answering, repeating something you didn't decide to say, finishing a sentence before it's spoken, that wasn't you. That was practice. This is no longer a warning. Warnings preserve choice. They exist before commitment. This is a handoff. From screen to room. From sound to space. From observer to reference. You're not watching anymore. You're being measured. Breathing. Posture. Response time. Micro adjustments you don't feel. Stay very still. Stillness is not safety. It's a signal. It's confirmation. It's deciding where to stand.